Breastfeeding is a beautiful, natural process. However, our modern lives have made it complicated, especially to working moms with very few committing themselves to breastfeeding exclusively. Work and breastfeeding is not a walk in the park for the modern-day woman. In history, mothers had lots to do besides nurse their babies, and even modern mothers who are at home during the day struggled with various activities to do with home vis-a-vis the infant's needs. Breastfeeding and working can be a win-win situation for mother, baby, and employer. Sophia Gadhoni, a human resource manager at Aircraft Leasing Services, says it takes a little extra planning and preparation to combine working and breastfeeding, but the benefits are worth it.
By the time I returned to work, I had expressed and stored enough milk in such a way that after I returned to work, I continued expressing, yes, but only to replenish the stock that was already there.
At Gadhoni's place of work, breastfeeding mothers are allowed breastfeeding breaks. Suckling mothers are also allowed to rush home if they live a short distance away from work, or they can express milk privately and store it for later use. She says the breaks need to be agreed upon between the employer and the employee.
I normally express here in the office, yeah? I express twice in a day. I express at 1 o'clock and at 6 p.m. when I get home. At 1 p.m. I do it here in the office. Unfortunately or fortunately, I normally express in the privacy of my car, because in this office we don't really have such kind of a room that is dedicated for that purpose.
While at home with her child, Sophia says she always has to breastfeed her baby on arrival and does that on demand until the next day when she leaves for work. Her advice to working moms is that they can adopt the model of expressing milk a month after the baby is born in order to maintain a regular supply of milk. Breast milk can be kept at room temperature up to 24 hours, in the fridge for up to 72 hours or 3 days, and in the freezer for up to 6 months. Health experts recommend that when warming breast milk for the baby, care should be taken to avoid directly heating it on stove or in the microwave, since this process kills important antigens. Instead, one should place the container in warm water until it's warm enough for the baby to use. Taking into account, it is recommended that babies should be breastfed exclusively for the first 4 to 6 months before weaning. But survey shows that most mothers prefer mixed feeding rather than exclusive breastfeeding, especially if they have to go back to work after the 3 months of delivery. Experts reckon that the benefits of breastfeeding in the early days provide an excellent reason to nurse your baby as early and as frequently as possible after birth, even if you feel that you can only do it for a short period of time.
There are many benefits of breastfeeding. There are benefits to the infant as well as benefits to the mother. The most important benefit of breastfeeding to the baby is that it provides 100% of what the baby needs for the first 6 months of life. So a mother does not have to think about maybe mixing fruits, giving cereal, looking for vegetables, the most the most nutritious vegetables to give to her child. All she needs to do is give her baby breast milk, and the baby has everything or all the nutrients that it requires for its growth and development for the first 6 months.
Ensuring your baby is properly attached and positioned at the breast is essential. If you get this right, you shouldn't find breastfeeding painful, and your baby will surely show signs that he or she is enjoying.